What's going on, everybody? It's your boy. First thing first, I know what you guys are thinking. Staff Sergeant Pat, where you been, dog? You been MIA, you haven't been uploading, you ain't been making no videos and nothing. Yeah, I've been stressing Staff Sergeant Pat out. I'm sorry, I love y'all, but y'all been stressing me out. Y'all been coming to the recruiting office overweight. Y'all don't know how to add, multiply, divide, subtract. Some of y'all don't even know how to read. Some of y'all don't even have a degree or diploma or GED or nothing. And yeah, y'all want me to help y'all make y'all Marines. But y'all can't stop smoking weed. Y'all just been stressing Staff Sergeant Pat out. That's why Staff Sergeant Pat just been out. Like, I ain't even been making no videos, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, today's video, though, joining the United States Marine Corps 2025. Oh my gosh. For those who follow my channel, you guys know I have made a video about this every single year. Every single year I made a video. Here we are halfway through the year of 2025, and it's finally coming out. But that is totally fine. For those who don't know me, I am an active duty Marine. I'm a current United States Marine Corps recruiter, currently recruiting here in South LA. That's Los Angeles, as well as Orange County. So all of those areas, I'm a recruiter here in this area. Before we even get into the video, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are new, feel free to follow, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down to let me know how you guys feel about the video, if it was informational or informative or not. But let's go ahead and get to the video. Joining the Marine Corps. A lot of you guys ask the stupid question all the time. And sorry, I'm a blunt recruiter, ladies and gentlemen. I speak how I think. But you guys ask a lot of dumb questions sometimes. Staff Sergeant Pat, how do I join the Marines? Well, there's a couple of ways in which you can actually take that initiative to go see a Marine Corps recruiter, to go talk to a Marine Corps recruiter, or even get some information about the Marine Corps in general. First way you can do it is just go on your little computers, type in www.marines.mil or marines.com and request some information. All right. What that will do is that will allow a recruiter to be able to reach out to you, whether by phone or visit your home. It all depends on your preference of how you want to be able to reach out to a recruiter. I know a lot of you guys in the rural areas, like in the Midwest and stuff like that, you may be, hours away from your nearest recruiting station, and that's totally fine. So that's what that source is for. For a lot of you guys who live in, the urban cities, metropolitan areas and things like that, just go ahead and Google your nearest recruiting office and just go pay them a visit. All right. It's as simple as that. Just walk to the office. That's the easiest way of getting in contact with a recruiter. It's just showing up at the office. Hey, can I get some information? No, it doesn't mean you need to join the Marine Corps or you have to join the Marine Corps or you obligated in no way, shape or form. A lot of you guys get it twisted, especially whenever you guys come in for appointments. You guys think that, hey, I have to sign a dotted line, and that is not the case. OK, first, you have to be able to qualify, which is super, super important. So for those who've never spoken to a recruiter before, I highly recommend speaking to one to see if you at least qualify for military service. The reason being is there's a lot of disqualifying factors that a lot of people are unaware of. So you guys is putting the military, either the Marine Corps, you guys just putting it past you. Hey, I'm gonna join in a couple of years. I'm gonna join here in a couple of months, etc. But whenever it's finally time for you guys to go join, you're disqualified for something, whether it's medical or mental. You just can't pass the ASVAB. So step one, and this is a super, super important step for anyone watching this video. If you guys are interested in the Marine Corps in some shape, way, or fashion, reach out to a recruiter to see if you qualify. It's as simple as giving them a call. Okay. Hey, I'm just trying to call to see if I qualify for the Marine Corps. They're going to ask you a series of questions, health related questions, things like that. And you have to take a practice test, which is called an APT. All right. It's a AFQT predictor test. All right. It pretty much predicts what you will potentially take either on the PICAT or the ASVAB. Okay. Super, super important. All right. The baseline is 31. But listen, I've seen some stuff on recruiting duty to where people who think they're smart, people who have college degrees, I'm talking bachelor's degrees, nurses, all of these people who you would think they have some type of book smart. In reality, they don't. They failed the ASVAB and they're ineligible to join the Marine Corps. So that's what I mean. Do not waste your time. Go see if you qualify. Go talk to a recruiter. Quit being a bitch. All right, let's go on to the next topic in regards to the Marine Corps overall. Now, the Marine Corps is slowly changing over the past, I would say, 5 years. For those who don't know, the Marine Corps introduced a new base, Marine Corps Camp Blast, a couple of years ago. So Marines are starting to be You know, they're building up our base, our forces on Marine Corps base, Camp Blast. That's in Guam. All right. We still have Marines in Japan, things like that. Camp Hats in Okinawa, Iwakuni, things like that. But Guam is starting slowly to become a major hub for Marines out in the Pacific and out in the overseas area as well, to include, you know, Hawaii, South Korea. There's still Marines there as well. But that's a big one because I know I had a lot of questions in regards to that. Boot camp is the same in 2025. It's still 13 weeks long. There's still drill instructors. They're still going to fuck you up and yell at you day in and day out. Nothing's changed. That's just the beauty about the Marine Corps. We rely strictly on tradition, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's just the Marine Corps' motto, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But no, boot camp is still going to be the most challenging out of any other branch of service. The schedule is completely going to be the same in terms of what you're going to be doing day by day. Everything remains the same. The only thing that kind of changes a little bit is like some initial steps in regards to actually going to boot camp. Like, for instance, now you can actually take your own running shoes to boot camp. That wasn't a thing a couple of years. That wasn't a thing. I've never heard of that. Typically, whenever you go, their issue was called Go Fasters, right? There was legit New Balances. I'm not sure what the brand they issue now, but they will legit issue you running shoes. But now they have it to where if you guys want to take your own running shoes because, you know, they're broken in, you're more comfortable with them, you can take that as well. Another great thing that they started doing within the Marine Corps is allowing you to use your own bank account. Okay. So if you guys already have like a Navy Federal account, a Wells Fargo, a Bank of America account, and you want to join the Marine Corps and still use that account to still get paid, your active duty pay, you can do that as well. Don't recommend that you guys use any bank outside of military banks, credit unions, Navy Federal, things like that. But you guys can do that as well. That is something that they just started adding. I'll probably say since the time I made the last video in 2024. But outside of that, the recruiting process remains the same as well. A lot of things have changed. Now they have it to where it's pre-screens and things like that. So whenever you guys do talk to a recruiter, just make sure you're 100% honest with them. All right. Tell them, disclose every single thing that you feel is bad in regards to everything. It could be moral. It could be something as small as a parking ticket that you haven't paid, right? Any type of physical conditions, anything. The recruiter is not the person you need to withhold that information to and lie to, right? The more they know, the more we can be able to help you out in the future if you may need some waivers and things like that. Now, whenever you guys start to disclose information from us and then you go up to DEC and you get, you go up to MEPS, you get disqualified, we may look at you a little differently because we're like, come on, big dog, you didn't tell us any of this. We could have mitigated this before the jump. All right. So no, MEPS is not the place you want to go up and lie anymore. There's no such thing as that no more. Now they pull in medical records. They're pulling your entire medical history from the time of birth, utilizing your social security number. All right. So there's no way around it. Okay. If you went to the hospital 10 years ago because, I don't know, you dislocated your shoulder, guess what? They're going to be able to see that. And if you don't disclose, if you don't provide enough information before the fact, that can potentially be a disqualifying factor outright, meaning that you can possibly never join the Marine Corps with that injury. So that's why it's 100% important to be honest with your recruiter. Okay. Another thing, drug use. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I get it. A lot of you guys trying to change your ways. You're trying to change your life around. If you guys have been doing drugs, it doesn't matter what type of drug, especially marijuana, THC, wax, dab, weed pens, whatever the case is. Listen. That stuff will take a long time to get out of your system, especially if you was a chronic user, meaning that you just use that shit from the time you woke up to the time you went to sleep, time to went to bed. That stuff can take months to clear out of your system. If you know this is you, okay, if you know you smoke weed, you smoked wax or any type of substance like that within the past 3 months, all right, you need to, one, highly recommend this, take your own personal drug test at home. You can go to CVS to get one to see whether or not you're clean or not. Reason being is, don't waste the recruiter's times. All right. This is very, very important. Recruiters will take out a lot of time out of their day to be able to help somebody, especially if they're currently disqualified, i.e. you're currently hot. It would take out a lot of time out of your day. At least give them the courtesy of letting them know. Okay. Yes, I smoked weed this many times ago or this long ago. I may or I may not be high. Cool. We have drug tests, urinalysis tests and everything like that, but we won't give them out to everyone. We will only give it out to people who legit we feel we have their full, commitment and things like that. So that's why I recommend going to CVS, getting your own drug test. Okay. And don't do drugs at all from the time you say, yes, I want to be a Marine. That is probably the quickest way for a recruiter to be like, all right, dog, see you, deuces. We don't want to work with you anymore. Okay. I had to do that on certain occasions. I don't like to do that, especially when a lot of kids need a way out. They need to be able to get some discipline. They need a route that would change them. But listen, doing things like that can jeopardize yourself as well as the recruiters is never okay. Me being a recruiter, I would never be okay with that. So I just tell people all the time, as soon as you come down to see me, whether you did weed or you did any type of drugs, regardless, okay? One, we got to make sure if it's if you're not disqualified from it, right? You ain't doing no coke and heroin and nothing crazy like that, right? But from the moment you tell me you want to be a Marine, everything stops. Okay. If I find out you did something after the fact, I'm probably going to look at you a little bit differently. May not want to work with you at all. Okay. There's a lot of people don't know this. A lot of recruiters do things for a lot of reasons to be able to protect you guys, but we never tell you guys because you guys really don't need to know. So we got you guys' back regardless. Just don't fuck over yourself in the process. This process takes a whole lot of time. It takes a whole lot of your time. It takes a whole lot of the Marines' time, the recruiters, etc. Just don't mess that opportunity up for yourselves. Okay. MOSs and jobs in programs like that, always tell you guys in every single video, if you guys want a specific program, if you guys want a specific job, highly recommend you guys do your best on the tests. A lot of people just don't give it their all on the test. Okay. You got to give it your all. For instance, if you guys want to be a mechanic in the United States Marine Corps, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, you guys got to know something about mechanics. You guys got to know the difference between a screwdriver and a wrench. You do, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't, you're probably not going to qualify for any mechanic jobs. I'm just throwing that out there because I'm tired of a lot of people coming to my office. They don't even know what an exhaust system is on a car, right? They don't even know what an exhaust system is on a car, but yet they want to be a mechanic. Like, that's not how that works. The Marine Corps will be able to train you guys and send you guys to school to learn all of that. We require you guys to know something before you start, though. That's just common sense, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so try your best on the job, on the ASVAB test. If you guys want something very, very specific about the a very technical job, whether it's like dealing with mechanics or dealing with aviation and things like that, just know that a lot of those specialty jobs will require you to score higher on certain parts of the actual ASVAB. So you got to have certain line scores and things like that. If you guys want more information about that, just ask your recruiter. Okay. But first thing first, recruiters cannot guarantee anything to anyone without you guys taking a test first. You have to take the actual PICAT test. You have to verify that test at MEPS for those scores to count for you. We cannot. I will never sit up here and tell a kid, yeah, I can get you that job. Because hell no, you can fail the test for all I know. Right. So that's very, very important. But outside of that, very straightforward process. It's a little bit different if you guys are going reserves, but I'll make a separate video getting into that and things like that. Okay. But depending on where you guys are at in the United States, and I know a lot of people is probably going to see this video, depending on where you guys at, a lot of the policies and things will probably be different. All right. For instance, for people who I send to MEPS, I typically send them on a 2-day process. They go test one day and then they conduct their physical the following day. Where you guys live, it may be a 3-day process. Hell, it may even be a 1-day process. It just honestly depends on where you guys are at. But outside of that, you guys will never know what you're capable of without going to talk to a recruiter. That's super important. If you guys want more information about the Marine Corps, talk to a recruiter. Yeah, you guys can leave comments down in the comment section and I'll be able to read them and look through them and everything like that. But just go talk to a recruiter. Like you really have nothing to lose whenever you talk to a recruiter. You never know. And for a lot of you guys are procrastinators. I don't understand that. Grown ass men, 26, 27 years old, procrastinating. You don't wasted your whole early youth doing nothing. Now you want to use that time to procrastinate. I don't deal with that. I'm sorry. If you're above the age of 24 for me, If you come talk to Staff Sergeant Pat and you're above the age of 24, we're going to have a man-to-man conversation. You ain't getting no damn younger. You need to make a decision now. Go for it and go thrive and go excel. Spread your wings and fly. Not just, oh, I don't know, I think about it, or can I go in a couple of months, 9 months? No, we're not even going to have that conversation. That's just me. Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, that's the video. You guys know, if you guys watched all the other videos in the past years, if not, go give them a look, man, to see how much things have changed in regards to joining the Marine Corps. Everything in the Marine Corps remains the same. You know, our training remains the same. Boot camp remains the same. MCT, MOS Jobs schools, the fleet. It's the same old Marine Corps. It's the beauty about the Marine Corps, right? The absolute beauty about the Marine Corps. But if you guys want to request something special, a video for me making, if you guys want to request a video of me for something, you know, specific, leave a comment down in the comment section, and I'll be sure to look through all of my comments to be able to see some of you guys' requests, and hopefully I can make those videos in the near future. But outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Staff Sergeant Patterson. And like I said, again, I am a recruiter for Orange County, South LA area. If you guys live in that area, you want to speak with me directly or some of my Marines, totally fine. If not, just go visit a recruiting office near you. And those Marines will be able to help you guys out. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, and I'm out. Peace. If you guys want to see more videos in the future, feel free to subscribe. What are you waiting on? It's free.